Hello, welcome to a bonus episode of Hockey Inside Out. This bonus episode, we have a question from one of our viewers, Chris Bergeron. He asks, what is the ceiling for Juraj Slafkovsky? He thinks that he can be the next Joe Thornton. What's your thoughts, Stu?
You know, it's not a bad comparison because, I looked up the stats, and in Thornton's second season in the NHL with the Bruins, he had 16 goals and 25 assists for 41 points. And as of this taping, Slafkovsky has 14 goals and 23 assists for 37 points in 68 games. So he's right on the same type of pace that Joe Thornton was at that age. Same size, their typical type of size. And Thornton was known more as a playmaker. And a couple of things that's really impressed me with Slafkovsky recently is his confidence and ability to carry the puck through the neutral zone. We're seeing him stick handling around guys. We're seeing him more confident to make moves, and his passes. He makes a hard pass. Like, he fires the puck. And he's fortunate he's playing with two guys in Suzuki and Caulfield who can take those passes. But the speed that he fires the puck across and the vision he has, I can see the comparisons with that. I can see Slafkovsky being a guy who's going to get a lot more assists than he gets goals moving forward. And he's starting to shoot the puck more. So I think for all those reasons, I think that's not a bad comparison. Will Slafkovsky end up as a Hall of Famer as Joe Thornton? Hard to say, but there's a lot of similarities at this age between the two of them.
That's a tough comparison. Joe Thornton, I understand it from where their careers started, the disappointing first season and all, but that's, anytime you're comparing to a Hall of Fame player, which I'm going to do right away anyway, I'm going to compare him to Marian Hossa. If everything breaks right, I see him as Marian Hossa light. He's got that big frame, the defensive engagement, the playmaking, and a bit of scoring as well. I don't know if he'll get to that point because that's a huge amount of skill that you have to be in possession of, consistency to be a guy like Marian Hossa. But that's what I see in Slafkovsky, a winger who can dominate games physically or with skill, who skates really well, and he's like a puppy dog at the end of the shifts. It's like Caulfield and Suzuki are a little bit bagged, and Slaf wants to stay out there, play an extra shift. And part of that's being 19, I'm sure. But he strikes me as the kind of guy who you put him on that VO2 max machine and he's going to max it out. And that's good for the Canadiens. I see a really good player there. I don't know if it's going to be Joe Thornton levels, though. That's, one of the biggest point scorers in the history of the game, 1,539 points. So that's a tough one to have to live up to.
The fact they're both number one overall picks is, I'm sure, is part of the comparison there too.
I'm really happy for Slav to see how his game has evolved, and Stu, you touched on his vision. He's made some plays that I went, how did he see that guy? Through traffic and threaded the pass through right on the stick. So all the details that he struggled with early on in his career seem to be, kind of improving. Nothing but upside at Joe Thornton comparison. I don't know if I would go there other than, he's got size. He's got the ability to be a real good power forward. He's got a lot of the tools, and the good news is, from what I've seen, is, he's developing in all areas, and is going to be a really good player, and, really nice to have him, in the lineup, because he is a smiley kid, a happy kid, enjoys the game, and he's responding to every opportunity he's given, and nothing but good things for the future from this kid.
But the real question, can Slafkovsky grow a beard like Joe Thornton?
Well, he's got Joe Thornton's humor, at least. He's got Joe Thornton's sense of humor.
That's true. He's a funny kid to be around. He really is.
Well, Brendan Gallagher said this week he's the loudest guy in the locker room, and Gallagher says he's just jealous that him and Arbor Jackeye just own him every day and everything in life.
Yeah, I'd love to be in the room when after the media is out and Jackeye and Slafkovsky are giving it to Gallagher, and I'm sure Gallagher gives it back to them just as much.
Oh yeah.
Well, anytime Gallagher wants to feel young again, I guess Arbor and Slaf can put him on their shoulders, give him a little piggyback. Fountain of youth right there.
Exactly.
Who would you compare Juraj Slafkovsky to? And if you have a question that you would like the panel to answer, please leave it in the comments section below. And make sure to go to hockeyinsideout.com to check out our full episode.